Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Tonight we are driving the brand new Lynk Co CO₂. One of the car that really impressed me in the last year, like the last year releases. It's one of the car that it's in top 5 that impressed me with a lot of features, a lot of things, a lot of elements, a lot of design elements, but also a lot of mechanical elements. For example, one of these impressive thing is the fact that it's a plug-in hybrid, but it's able to drive up to 200 km only in electric mode. So you basically have almost an half electric, half petrol car, which is just crazy. Imagine 200 km only in electric mode. More about that we will talk, of course, in the review video, because there I go in more detail regarding the technical data and interior, exterior, motor quality and so on. In this video it's just about driving in the nighttime, and of course I want to talk a little bit about the headlamps. It comes also with a super nice animation when you lock and unlock the car. I made a separate video also in the nighttime where I show you how exactly it works with a better camera, better quality, so in the nighttime you can see it a little bit better. But tonight we will driving and we will focus on the headlamps, because I have the top of the range version, the more version. It has adaptive headlamps and they're quite unique and quite different than what we see on other car manufacturers. So yeah, let's go inside. But beautiful car. Look at the turning signal, it's here on the side. It's really interesting, really unique how they design it. Also the ambient light inside the car is just gorgeous right here on the doors. It looks so interesting. Here it looks like a crystal, kind of a crystal, and inside there you have the ambient light, and here it looks split in those dots. Really cool. I can express myself in words how in reality it looks. I don't know if on the video you can see it so clear, but in reality it looks really interesting. Let me put the key here, I put the seat belt, and we will focus on lights first. Inside here you have an LED light up. Also you have this beautiful ambient light which go across the doors. Also in the rear it has ambient light. I don't know if you can see it. And also you can switch the colors. You can link it to the drive mode or wherever. Also those screens can be dimmed down if you want to dim them down, the brightness, just like that, to not bother you in the nighttime. You can do that, so it's perfect. Or if you want more brightness, you can do that, which is so cool. Plus you can switch, for example, the ambient light. You can turn it off, you can put it to move on the rhythm of the music and so on. It's really interesting. You have also some ambient light here in the center console. Very refined, very nice. It has a very premium, expensive car ambient inside here, to be honest. This is the low beam and this is the high beam. This is the way it looks, the high beam, but I'm not gonna bother the guy in front because it's in the car. I will start driving and then I will show you as we go on some dark streets. I will reset also the consumption to show you the consumption. Now it's 0 and we will drive, of course. Climatic system, it's on right now if I'm not wrong. Let me check. No, it's off, but I will leave it on 22 degrees on. It's kind of cold today outside. And then the drive mode, I will leave it on hybrid, just like that. And the steering wheel on auto and the economy on recovery on high. That's it. And also safety features and all that stuff are on. Anyway, put it in drive. Here is the stalk on the right side, and let's drive it. First we will drive it in the nighttime. Visibility wise, in the screen around the windows is very good also in the nighttime, so I wouldn't complain about that. What I want to do before we go forward, one thing, because we need more light inside the car, I will open the sun blind, and because when you open it, it comes more light from above inside the car, so we will have a little bit more lights here, so you can see a little bit better the ambient. Anyway, cool thing is that, I don't know if you hear it, it has a speaker here in the headrest, and when the navigation system talk to you and tell you directions, it tell you only in the speaker behind you here, so no one else can hear it. You hear it more louder here, and it's when the speaker is here in the headrest, you're like hearing in your brain, directly in your brain. It's like someone is talking with you directly. It's so strange feeling. And not only on this car, but I also drive other cars that have the speaker in the headrest, and it's so incredible. It's like you're hearing directly inside your brain. It's strange. You hear that? So interesting. Anyway, we will talk about that more. I will basically deactivate this, but we will talk about that more in the review video, of course, and in the test drive video. Anyway, let's go on this dark, super dark basically street. Wait for that guy to pass first because it's a tight road, so I wait him to pass and then we will go to, and we will go on this dark street. This is completely dark here, and you can see when you go left and right, you see that? Look at the lights, how it's moving. You know, it's just a part of the lights that's moving, because lower part of the light stays straight on the ground, and upper side, some pixels on the upper side, it's going left and right. You see that? You see that? Only the upper side, and I didn't see this in other cars. It's the first car that I test with this kind of technology. So you see, you go left and right, it's kind of cornering light, but the lower end, it stays the same, which is so cool. This is the high beam, by the way. High beam, low beam is the way it looks. It's fantastic. The lights, it's great. I mean, you can see very clear around. You can see everything extremely good. So this is the high beam, this is the low beam. High, low. This is the high, this is the low beam. You see that? This is the difference. Low beam, high beam, low, high. It's cool. And when you go left and right, look at this. It's just you illuminate the cars in front right there. It's so cool. I like that so much. You feel like you're controlling the light. I really enjoy that. Really, I have to tell you, I like that a lot. Look at this. You see how it's moving? I'm so happy that we still have some dark streets here, so I can show you this kind of technology when it comes to lights. So yeah, I think you saw already the headlamps, the high beam and the low beam, so we can go also a little bit in the city. We can drive also a little bit in the city, but you see how interesting it is. It's like you're having a half high beam, but anyway, high beam, it's much more powerful. Look at this. This is the high beam, low beam, high beam. Much more powerful. Anyway, here are some super dark streets, so we can also see one more time low beam, high beam, the way they look. I think this is the most important thing when it comes to driving in the nighttime with the car, how good the headlamps are. And from my point of view, this Lynk Co 08, I think at least on the more top of the range version with adaptive headlamps, I can say they're up to date 2025. They're of course one of the best headlamps, so I can't complain, man. I mean, you see also left and right, you see in the front, the high beam, it's crazy powerful. Look at this, it's illuminating the whole street. And even when you have the high beam, this light that goes left and right, it's still working somewhere in the middle. Wow, I didn't expect that. You see that? You see, now I'm on high beam. If I go left and right, that look, that light, it's still moving. What? And you have even more light in certain area. Man, that's interesting. That's something new that I didn't see on other cars until now. Super smart. Otherwise, the car is driving so smooth, so pleasant. I really like the driving feeling, like a proper premium car. I'm so impressed with the Lynk Co. To be honest, I'm so impressed with the cars that they do, and I definitely say, and I think they're one of the best cars manufacturer in China. And I think that it's these days with those cars, it's so hard to choose one car, man. It's so hard to choose a car because there are so many good car manufacturers, and Lynk Co definitely, I see a car company that will grow a lot in the future, and I think it's will be one of the best car manufacturer in the world. And it's already is, you know, with Geely, with the Geely group, with Volvo, Polestar, they make the same car. Imagine that Geely make Volvo and Polestar, and then they make this Lynk Co, you know, like they are same group. Imagine what kind of quality they can do, and that's why I tell you I'm so impressed. And the prices are, they were so good, and they are still very good prices. Also on the other model like 01, 02, it's also incredible car. 02 is just phenomenal. And yeah, this one also, I mean, I'm somehow a fan. I become more and more a fan of what they do and of their cars. We will drive a little bit in the city, because outside the highway I notice it's some kind of traffic. I don't understand why it's traffic at this time, maybe around almost 9 o'clock in the evening, but it is a traffic, so we will try to avoid that. So we will skip and drive a little bit in the city. Basically we don't need that highway. Usually I go on the highway because I want to avoid, and I want to have a little bit more dark environment when I drive, so you can see a little bit headlamps. But I think I already show you on that dark street, so it makes no sense to go there. But I think you will want to see how is when the car is driving also on the street, on the city street, with some lights, and you want to see the ambient. And but overall as a visibility, as overall as a car, I think it's great. It's great also for the nighttime, and I like the fact that you can dim down the screen extremely much, so you can make it super dark. Not sure if you can see it on the video, but if you make it super dark, it didn't bother you at all. You can turn off the ambient light, of course, when you drive at long trips. If you don't like the lights, you can also turn it off, or you can play with the brightness, of course. So that's also very, very, very good. Great. Now here it's a little bit darker, or different lights. This oldish yellowish light. So I wish they will change it to make those, to change it with those new LED lights also for the streets, because you see sometimes there are people or things on the street and you see so many shadows with those yellowish light. But if you have the LED, the new technology, then it's everything so clear everywhere, you know. But with this yellowish light, it looks so, yeah, so bad, you know. A lot of shadows, a lot of shadowy places where you don't see what's going on. But anyway, overall super pleasant to drive also in the nighttime. At low speed, if you turn the signal, you can see also the camera. It shows you what's going on around the car. It comes with massage on the seats, ventilated seats, heated seats, and they are so plushy and soft and pleasant. I love the seats. I love this ecological leather, but it's a soft, plushy, nice, pleasant to touch. It's very similar with what we find on Polestar as well. And I like that, the quality is very good. Now the engine, by the way, it comes of course with an engine, and it comes with electric motor, and it comes with a huge battery, 39.3 kilowatt hour battery, if I remember well, which is probably one of the biggest battery ever installed on a plug-in hybrid car. And this might be one of the most refined and one of the most advanced plug-in hybrid system on the market. I drive it today for the first time, and I was so impressed. I didn't expect to be so refined. I was expect to be good, but not so refined, so good, linked together to work so smooth. Again, low beam, high beam here, and it works so good. It's changing so free speed, automatic transmission, of course. It works extremely nice, man. Suspension are also good setup, somewhere in the middle. It feels comfortable, it feels good quality, but in the same time they keep some stiffness in order to give you that good control of the car. It's a heavy car, so they should make it a little bit stiffer. 2,113 kilograms have the car. This is the here is the hazard light button up here. Anyway, yeah, I guess that was enough to drive. We will go also a little bit more on the dark street and then we will stop. I think it's more than enough to understand a little bit the lights and the ambient here. I think it's gorgeous. You can see the frameless mirrors, the same as on Volvo and Polestar. Look so premium, so expensive, and there are so many elements that looks premium, and even when you touch everything you touch, it feels good. Love the car, man. I think people don't know these Lynk Co cars. I think people should test drive it more. And if you are someone that didn't test drive it yet and you have it on sale in your country, I definitely recommend you to go and test drive it, at least to see and to understand the car, and then you can come back and write me in the comments, tell me what you think about it, because I'm really curious, and I always love to hear your feedbacks and what you think about cars. I try my best to read the comments, all your comments, and see what you say about the cars. This will help me a lot also in the future videos. Anyway, let's try to go down here. This is a little bit complicated because you can see on the lower end, this guy was really smart to sit a little bit backward there. Look at the light. You see it? On these dark streets we can see so cool the light, how it works. And again, we have some dark areas here where you can play with it. But look at this, you don't even need the high beam here, because you have that LEDs in the middle that play around with your direction, that shows you clear what's going on, and it's a little bit more powerful. It's so interesting. That's a cat, I think. Yeah, and that's it. So cool, so cool. So I never saw, this is something new, something that I never saw. Just non-stop something moving around. I saw, you know, so many cars manufactured, they make the whole lights to move left and right, but this one, they have this main part basically that sits low, sit in the same position, and then you have this upper side that goes left and right, just like that. Look at this, so cool. And you have good visibility also left and right. That's very important in the nighttime, because there are dogs, there are people, there are certain elements you never know, so you can see them extremely well also on the lower end. And on the left side, if someone comes from the left, you can brake, you can definitely react quicker if you have good lighting system. And of course you're visible on the road, and with this type of light that this Lynk Co 08 have it, you're extremely visible from everywhere. So that was all, guys. We are back from where we start. I hope the video was useful and you get some useful information from this video. Yeah, let me basically park. I want to show you also the reverse camera and how it looks when you go in reverse. This is how it looks. You have 360 degrees camera, you can have this bird eye view, you have also the sensors, and also it shows you the distance to the object. If you go very close to some objects. Look at this. You see how interesting is this? It warns you if you go close to some object, and this is how it warns you. It's just blinking red, and it shows you the centimeters, the distance in centimeter. So if you go really close, it will kind of pulping like that. So interesting, really so cool. And of course you can see the 3D. If you want to see the distance better, you can also see it like that. But anyway, let me put it in park. That was the video. Let's see the consumption, by the way. Even though it doesn't matter, the consumption. You know why? Because I choose charge. I choose to hold and charge the energy, and I choose force. That means the car will basically charge the battery, so we have like 75 kilometer and we start with around 50 kilometers, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, or maybe yeah, let me show you also the consumption and how it looks when you choose that. So when you choose to charge the battery, you have a consumption of around 15.9, and then you have like minus 29.9. So you charge the battery basically with 29.9 kilowatt hour, which is so cool. Anyway, that was the video. Anyway, we will do a separate video where I drive in the normal mode, no charging or something like that, just in hybrid mode, and then we will test the consumption, of course, so we can see the real life consumption. But from what I see, the numbers look extremely good. Anyway guys, this is an LED light. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information from here. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my video. I really appreciate. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot. Don't forget to hype the video. It's a new button there, YouTube ad. Hype the video if you want to support and help the video reach more people. And thank you to all the members. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate that you support the channel and my work. So thank you guys. Anyway, thank you all. Stay safe, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.